Hello, this is Pastor Manny welcoming you to the Beacon of Hope podcast. We're continuing in our series, Side Notes, Thoughts from a Pastor's Study. Today we're considering a little town, a little place by the name of Dalmanutha. The only time it shows up in Scripture is the reference, which I'm going to read to you in a moment, from the book of Mark. It was located on the west side of the Sea of Galilee, near Magdala. Magdala means the place of a tower, and it is the root word for the name of a very well-known lady in the Bible, Mary Magdalene. Dalmanutha seems to mean a slow firebrand, but the only reference to it at any time is here in the book of Mark. Jesus had just fed the 4,000. I know quite often people hear about the feeding of the 5,000, and rightly they should. It was absolutely an incredible miracle. But there was another occasion on which Jesus fed 4,000. In fact, he, after this instance I'm going to read you in Dalmanutha, they had entered into the ship again, and when they did, and he told them to beware of the leaven of the Pharisees and of the Herodians, his disciples began to say, well, it's because we forgot to take lunch with us. It's kind of almost humorous to read it. And Jesus calls them on that and corrects them on the fact that they would say that, and asks them, don't you remember the 5,000 and how many baskets did I take up? And they said 12. He said, feeding the 4,000, how many baskets did I take up? And they said 7. And then he said, how is it that you don't understand? And so all those things would happen, but positioned between the feeding of the 4,000 and then the disciples making this observation that they thought Jesus was upset because they forgot lunch, even though they had just seen him feed 4,000, and then he had fed 5,000 another time. Right in between them is this little bitty passage dealing with Dalmanutha. And to me, there's a great sadness to it. Let me read the passage to you at this point. In Mark chapter 8 and verse 10, it says, and straightway he, Jesus, entered into a ship with his disciples and came into the parts of Dalmanutha. And the Pharisees came forth and began to question with him, seeking a sign from heaven, tempting him. So you see their motive, the Bible reveals, was a wrong and an evil motive. And he sighed deeply in his spirit, and saith, why doth this generation seek after a sign? Verily I say unto you, there shall no sign be given unto this generation. And he left them, and entering into the ship again, departed to the other side. The only thing we know about Dalmanutha, the region of Dalmanutha, Jesus came to it. A group of Pharisees meet him with the purpose of tempting him. They demand of him a sign. Jesus very deeply sighs. He said, you're not getting a sign. He gets back in the ship and he leaves. Dalmanutha, it's a place Jesus came to. There's no teaching done. There's no healing done. There's no miracle done. There's nothing. There's nothing except a group of people meeting Jesus with the express purpose of tempting him and demanding of him a sign, saying, show us a sign, we'll believe. And he told him, you're not getting a sign. And he left. Christ was right in front of them. And yet they demanded a sign. Dalmanutha, to me, is a very sad place because of this. I don't want my life or anything I'm associated with to be like Dalmanutha, where Jesus came by, but nothing was accomplished. Are you like Dalmanutha? I hope you're not. I hope that that's not part of your life at all, to be where Jesus came by, but nothing was done. Quite a thought. I hope you'll think on it today. May God bless you.